It's the 1st of December. So I thought, let me make a nice video. I went outside with my GoPro and I lost it. So mood on board is about -10. It's 9-10 meters deep. It's completely green water. So Fabio's out there diving. But I don't think it's going to be recovered. So that's a shame. But why I wanted to make a video of the 1st of December is because today it's the official end of the North Atlantic hurricane season. And friends were wondering why, when it was still hurricane season, we were sailing around in the Caribbean. And then when the hurricane season had basically ended mid-November, we decided to go to a hurricane hole in Rio Dulce. So I thought, let me just try to explain to you what this hurricane season is and why we decided it's fine that we sail. Now there are, in the area between 10 north of the equator and 30 north of the equator, there is this hurricane belt in the Caribbean, and a lot of insurers say that you're not allowed to sail in that area from the 1st of June to the 1st of December, or if you sail there, you're not covered for the for storm damage. Or if you sail there in that period and you want to be covered for storm damage, then you have to have a plan of what you're going to do if a hurricane or a tropical storm hits you. Now, that is because they are common. So I've got a tropical storm which is below 63 knots. Got them in average 14 times a year. I've got a minor hurricane, so that's 1 to 3, which is less than 112 knots of sustained wind. We've got that 7 times a year, and then I've got a major hurricane, which is 4 to 5. And that is then above 113 knots, and that happens 3 times a year. Now, on land, there's a lot of ado for the major hurricanes, so the 4 or 5. But when you're on a sailing boat, it really doesn't matter whether it's a major hurricane, a minor hurricane, or even a tropical storm. Winds of above, let's say, 40 knots of sustained wind is a huge problem. So you don't want to be there. But as I said, we decided to go sailing. And at least in the last part of the hurricane season, after we came back from Europe, and decided just to have a very, very close watch to the weather forecasts, because these kind of tropical storms, they're not your normal storms that come with low pressures. They are special storms that develop because of the water temperature. And almost all start in the Atlantic Ocean, and then they move west until the Caribbean, before the Caribbean, or they go completely west through the Caribbean, and then they go northeast. So you do see them coming. It's not something that kind of falls out of the blue air. Now, the problem, of course, is that there are a lot of situations in which people think, yeah, that might be a hurricane. So then you have got these predictions. You've got 10%, 20% of chance that this hurricane will develop somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. But you do not know its course, and you do not know how strong it's going to be. Now, I thought, let me try to show you what we looked at when Melissa arrived. And that was a period in which we had sailed from Bonaire, and we were on Jamaica. So this is windy on the 14th of October for an 11-day period from the 16th to the 27th of October top the ECMWF model, on the bottom the GFS model. And so they're more or less on the same day, and as you can see, they are going in quite another direction, in particular after the fourth day, because they say the first 4-day forecast is more or less the same for all models, and after that you might as well go and play the roulette. Here you can see that the bottom model has a full-blown hurricane, and the top model, there is nothing like that at all. Then it gets the 16th of October, and then the National Hurricane Center comes out with this one. I've got 20% chance of a formation in 7 days. And that's then where we decided 20% chance is more than 0% chance. We are going to go closer to the hurricane hole of Rio Dulce in case we need it. So we moved to the Cayman Islands. We are here in Georgetown, and since today it is officially Hurricane Melissa. Now the question is, of course, where is it going to go now? And here we see the same thing as what we saw before. There is a big discrepancy between models. This one, I've got here the NHCAT model, and you can see it moves a little bit west, and then it goes north in between Jamaica and Haiti. Now we go back to now, and I take the other model there. It goes a completely other way. It never turns north, but it keeps going towards the east. The reason for these discrepancies is that I've got a high pressure here, and I've got potential low pressures here. Now, if these low pressures develop, they are going to push it towards the east, and that is apparently what the first model thinks, whereas this model, the UKM model, does not believe in these low pressures here and just thinks that it will stay under the clockwise running high pressure. And if we go back to the third model, the ECMWF, that one sees just like the NHCAT that it strengthens, and it strengthens quite a lot. Here you'll have it at 93 knots. The NHC model had it at 20. The NHC model had it at 70, and it went straight up. Here in the ECMWF model, it stays and lingers around here and kind of feeds on this high pressure, so it becomes stronger, and then the low pressures in this area kick in, and it flies away over Turks and Caicos. And as you probably know, that is what happened, except that it happened 1 day later, and by that it wasn't a Hurricane 2, but a Hurricane 5, because it stayed down there and kind of grew before it went over Jamaica. And that time, of course, we were not anymore in the Cayman Islands. We were safe in the Bay Islands of Honduras, in the knowledge that if it wouldn't turn but continue to go west, we would have gone into Rio Dulce. So I think if you have a plan, like our plan, I mean, we thought we go to the Bay Islands, and if that's not far enough, we are going to go further, even to the Rio Dulce. And you check these weather forecasts. I have the feeling that it's okay. Well, at least it worked out okay for us, and the advantage, of course, is that not only are you sailing more time of the year, but where you are sailing, you are pretty alone. So all the nice places, you've got all to yourself. Have a wonderful December.